August 15. Diesel products are now more expensive by as much as 1 peso and 50 centavos per liter. On the other hand, gasoline sees a hike of nearly 2 pesos per liter, while kerosene prices likewise increased by up to 2 pesos and 50 centavos per liter. Transport Group Piston plans to hold a protest action over unabated price hikes in petroleum products. The government said it is setting aside some 3 billion pesos in fuel subsidies for those affected. The subsidy, however, has yet to be distributed.
Lahat po ng regional offices, yung disbursement po kasi ng pera ay central office. So, mas madami po yun. Siyempre, yung ating mga finance officers po, inisa-isa po nila. Though may master list po, dino-double check po, nire-revalidate po nila yung mga entries kung may double entries, double accounts, mga ganun po.
Aside from shelling out more for fuel, motorists using the Cavitex will have to dig deeper into their pockets as higher toll fees are set next week. When passing the NAIA exit to and from Longos, Bacoor, Class 1 vehicles will now have to pay 35 pesos from their previous 33 pesos. Class 2 vehicles like buses are now subject to a 67 peso toll fee, while Class 3 vehicles like trucks will have to pay 104 pesos. Motorists traveling between Longos, Bacoor, and Cavite will be charged at the toll plaza. 73 pesos for Class 1 vehicles, 146 pesos for Class 2, and 219 pesos for Class 3. Still on transportation, there is currently another power interruption at the NAIA today due to maintenance works. The interruption started from 6 in the morning and will last until 11 a.m. at Terminal 3. According to the Manila International Airport Authority, their generators are operational, so there's still electricity in the terminal. They added that no facilities or flights have been canceled. A scheduled maintenance and upgrades are scheduled to prevent future airspace and power shutdowns, which have occurred several times this year. We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. The agency is likewise studying the possibility of investing some of their retained earnings in the fund.
Tinitingnan din po namin dahil meron din po kami retained earnings sa bangko. Ayon po sa batas, we can invest a certain percentage of our retained earnings for government investments.
The regulator is also eyeing to privatize some of its casinos. 45 of PAGCOR's casinos are set to be privatized by the third quarter of 2025. Tenco claimed that this has already been approved by President Bongbong Marcos.
Definitely, my trust, Your Honor, is to privatize the 45 casinos of PAGCOR. My goal is to increase the value of what we will privatize. So, ang aking pong tinitingnan na timeline is middle of 2025 po. Tuloy na po yun. Hindi na po tayo mapipigil doon.
One expert defends China's use of water cannons against Philippine vessels on a resupply mission in the Ayungin Shoal. Herman Chu Laurel, president of think tank Asian Century Philippines Strategic Studies Institute, says the use of water cannons was non-lethal. Laurel deemed the water cannons as the most benign instrument of control. The expert believes China was merely exercising its sovereignty over the area.
Water cannons are the most benign police instrument for crowd control. For any such situations where you need to control activities of what you feel are forces intruding. It is good nga, it is a David and Goliath situation, because if not, then you may have had a real clash already with the arms and so on.
Laurel also blasted Philippine Coast Guard spokesperson Jay Tariela, who said that pro-China Filipinos are traitors. For Laurel, Tariela is a quote tainted source, citing the spokesman's meetings with U.S. officials.
It is Tariela who is unpatriotic and traitorous, because he just came back from the United States. He's a tainted source. So are many other Filipinos posing as patriots and nationalists over these issues. When Claro M. Recto or Renato Constantino writes books about the colonization of the Philippines, the colonial mentality of the Philippines, is that being treasonous? You know, because these are realities.
Filipinos in Maui are calling for help following the harrowing wildfire that killed at least 96 and leveled their town. Maui Filipino Chamber of Commerce Director Kit Zulueta Furukawa told the big story that search and rescue efforts are still underway. For now, no details have been released yet on the ethnicities of the victims, especially with the difficulty in identifying them. But Furukawa added that the blaze cost some $5.5 billion in damage, covering over 800 hectares of land. She also appealed to the Philippine sister cities of Maui for help. And she had this to say to President Bongbong Marcos.
The Marcos family fled to Hawaii. Hawaii welcomed this administration with open arms. Most of the residents here are Ilocanos. They have families in Ilocos. These are your supporters. Even just a message of empathy, just to show compassion and aloha, it would mean so much to the people of Maui, to the Filipinos on Maui. We are looking at long-term recovery efforts as well. Job placement, housing rental assistance, all kinds of things, even counseling and trauma recovery.
People in Maui are grappling with loss and uncertainty, and your support can truly make a difference. If you're in a position to assist, please consider visiting the websites displayed on your screens. And those are the top stories of the hour. Join us again at 11:15 a.m. as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. I'm Diego Castro. We are One News. The FIBA World Cup starts on August 24. Support Gilas, support Team Pilipinas. Watch, buy tickets to the biggest sports event of the year.